wrap up finds you all doing well. I'm going to try to do these. Typically I'm going to try to do these every Saturday to get them out. Sometimes Saturday late afternoon, I usually am able to get to them. So my apologies for getting this to you on Sunday. I like to give you guys Sundays as a day of relaxation. And most of Saturday, we all have things going on, and I want you to not have to feel like you're touching base every day. That there's some time off. So I apologize for getting this to you today, but I hope you all are doing well. And I just want to say I thought we had a really good start to the first block. I felt like everybody was really active on the boards. We tailed off a little toward the end of the week, but that's, I'd rather have it that way, knowing that we've answered the questions and that we've addressed people's concerns, than having some of a mad dash posting on Sunday night Sunday night, and then waiting until Thursday to get to things, and then having this kind of hit or miss interaction. So I liked what we did. I appreciate everybody's willingness to engage. And overall, I thought we did a good job. So typically I'll give what I believe to be about an 8-minute. I try to keep it under 10-minute wrap up of what we did. So let's just quickly review. This way I can give everybody my thoughts. So the medical screening, all patients, regardless of method of PT access, should be medically screened, right? Obviously, direct access is part of one of the reasons that we drive this home even more so, but obviously things get missed. And we are, again, primary care musculoskeletal providers. And because of that, we need to be attentive to things like red and yellow flags. And, red flags, obviously, because that they don't then need to be in our clinic. Yellow flags, because we know that those are prognostic indicators. And if that we are not recognizing yellow flags, we are going to struggle. And, there are ways to help our patients become more successful if we recognize yellow flags. So using things like the PHQ-2, using the start back, using even now even the OSPRO is beginning to gain a lot more street cred, and those are things that we should be looking for to use to help tease out things. But simply asking, at the very least, do you struggle at all with depression? Do you struggle at all with anxiety? I don't mean to pry, but these are very helpful pieces of information, because these help us better understand your pain experience, because we know that pain has a heck of a lot more to do than just tissue damage, and being able to appreciate that and then help the patient, guide the patient down this path, helping them understand that hurt doesn't equal harm. Pain is not about damage, and so forth, right? And so again, red flags, emergent problems that we need to be referred on. Yellow flags, helping us deal with how their patient is going to handle their time in physical therapy. Regional interdependence. It does seem like we all are beginning to have a much better understanding of RI. Not only are people coming out of school with a better understanding of RI, and it started with the Weiner article way back when in the 2007, maybe even before then, when Rob Weiner did a nice job of laying out how addressing above and below, two joints above and below, can lead to more successful outcomes, and appreciating the effects of structures above and below, whether that be neurovascular structures or whether it be weakness or so forth. However, this new idea, this Suki new article talking about how, again, that it's about these psychosocial and biomechanical, and that there are lots of things interplaying, again, in the pain experience. And if we talk to the patient about the yellow flags that we just discussed, about the anxiety and depression, we will, that too has a effect on their outcomes, if you will. Okay, moving into the case study, consider structures under area of symptoms, right? You guys, I thought everybody did a pretty good job of obviously that information there's not a lot there. And in the subsequent blocks, you're going to get more information, obviously. And so these are just taking your best guesses. And, for the most part, everybody was ballpark. You were able to come up with a totally legitimate hypothesis. I thought people, again, were doing a really good job of coming up with some solid information. Again, I stress, please, if you have other experiences, if you have other opinions, draw in from the literature. And if there's no literature, please state that. The purpose of especially those in the residency program is to strengthen your didactic working knowledge, right? To really have a good handle on this on this research, because this is what you stand on when you talk to patients, when you can confidently say, we've got this. This is what you can say to physicians who, when you're trying to discuss why we're the best line of approach for any of these problems, because you refer to the evidence. That is language everybody understands. And so I want everybody in this class to be using the evidence to support what they do. So it's great that you have clinical working knowledge. Talk about, does the evidence support it? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you get great results, but the evidence doesn't support it. And we can talk about why that happens. And if you can't find articles, just reach out and let me know. I can help you get articles. I have, because of my work at the University of Minnesota, I can get pretty much anything. And also through my work library, if I can't get it at the University of Minnesota, my work library can usually solicit for the article. So if you need it, get it to me because I will help you build your case. And that's what I'm looking for. So some of you really have minimal clinical experience, and then you're going to lean on the literature even more. And some of you have a ton of clinical experience, and I want you to help use what you do. If you know that works, I want you to go find the research that supports it. Okay, next block, we're going to talk about hip disorders, right? We're off to a great start. I really thought, again, you guys were active on the boards. You were hitting your Tuesdays and Thursdays response posts. You were asking good questions of your section, of the other people in your section. And we had a person drop out, so we're going to I'm going to pull somebody from Charlie into, I think it's Bravo, where we only had 3. And so we don't have 5 and 3 because we want everybody to have a good balance of people giving input. Again, our resident and virtual rounds, be on the lookout for emails and announcements. Again, always contact me with any questions. Please, please, please. If something comes up, which sometimes it does, I can help you if I know about it. Otherwise, we'll see you in block 2. And again, let me know if you have any issues. Feel free to reach out at any time. Take good care and enjoy your weekend, and have a great start to the beginning of your week next week.